Hi guys, so I'm back today with another verse of the day, and the verse is Proverbs 21:19, and it says, "It's better to live alone in a desert than with a quarrelsome, complaining wife." Now, basically, it's saying that it's better to live in the harsh conditions of a desert than live with a complaining wife. And I used to be that type of wife. Whenever my husband did something or made me mad or made me feel away, I would always address him or confront him about it. And a lot of times he wouldn't receive what I have to say. He would try to turn it back on me and tell me about something I did that made him mad. And we would just be back and forth. Like, we wouldn't really get anywhere. So it would be a waste of time. If anything, it would just make us more upset with each other. And so we end up going to marriage counseling. And it wasn't just any type of marriage counseling. It was the type that give you godly counsel, because it was actually pastors, a husband and a wife, who was counseling us. And they showed us really how to take things to God. Whenever we have an issue, don't be so quick to go to the other person. Why don't you take time out, really think about it and really pray on it? And I noticed when I started doing that, my husband, a lot of things about him like that I had an issue with, it just started changing. And when God did give me permission to go and speak to my husband about whatever it was I was upset about or whatever it was I didn't like, I noticed that my husband was more open to receive what I had to say. And I believe that's because God softened his heart and prepared him. So when I did go talk to him, it was a good conversation. It was good communication. He would, really listen. He wouldn't try to tell me about something that I done in the past 5 months ago that made him mad. He would really be open about what I had to say, and he would be sincere, and he would apologize. So what I learned was that I didn't always have to try to take control of the situation or take matters in my own hand. No, take a minute, go to God first, and then see what God say about it, and listen to what God say, the instructions he give me on how to handle the situation. Now our marriage is going great. We have great communication. I'm actually even writing a book about it. But I believe that it's going so well because we're allowing God to be the third person in our marriage, because we're not doing this on our own. We understand that we have help and that God is in this covenant with us. So instead of us trying to take control and always be in charge, we surrender that control and give it to God. That way he can tell us how to maneuver and get by in our marriage and give us instructions on how to approach each other and how to handle certain situations and things that may occur in our marriage. I love my husband. That's my best friend. We're always together. Like 80% of the time we're together. And that's because he always invite me places where he go, because he enjoys spending time with me. He enjoys being around me, because I'm not a complaining, nagging wife. I'm not always trying to start an argument with him. If anything, I bring him peace. I bring him joy. I uplift him. I encourage him. I speak life in him. When other people are around, I'm complimenting him. So I'm just thankful for everything that God is doing in our marriage. And that's why it's so important to have God in your marriage, because God just completely turned my marriage around, and it's great and it's good and it's healthy. A lot of times we be in these toxic relationships, and it's because we're toxic. So I just want to tell you guys, if you're a wife or if you desire to be a wife, always choose peace and give everything else to God, and he'll work it out.